Who needs sleep when you can read about boinking dragons? Am I right, chat? Anyway, I'm on, let's see, page 432. As long as we get to hear about it, yes. Yes, don't worry. I got you, homie. I'm soon done. Donkey, is that you? Shut the fuck up. I kind of woke up at like 10:05 and was just like, cozy bed. Oh shit, what time is it? Fuck. She literally is though, even has the— Whoa! Are you saying that my beautiful pointy elf ears are donkey ears? Lucy! I can't believe you'd say that! That's racist! Yes. What the fuck? I'm really almost an hour late to stream? Right in front of my salad? I'm sorry. Oh man, that's right. I'm just a little elf, okay? And the smut was very smutty, and I was having a hard time putting the book down, so I stayed up until pretty late reading about the dragon boinking, and yeah, I got no excuse. Hi, Mina. Wait, why am I crying? Oh gosh. Hi. I forgot to do the Dog of Wisdom last night in Choicer Voicer. Fuck! I thought I downloaded the pack, but it wasn't there. No. I'm so sad now. I'm devastated, genuinely. What the fuck? Bro. It's just filth. Filth! Orchid's Dog of Wisdom was so good, though. I know. I saw. It was genuinely really fucking good. Bow. 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 Bow bow. みんなの大好きな異世界から来たエルフです。ファミです。バウバウ。You could always start up Choicer Voicer later this stream. Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. Hi guys. I am like an hour late. Baba, wait a second. Baba, wait, hold on. That's the wrong channel. So yeah, as you guys have probably surmised, I'm a bit late to stream. Just to get Dog of Wisdom done, at least. Fair. The Dog of Wisdom is iconic after. I love the Dog of Wisdom. I quote Dog of Wisdom on like a daily basis, genuinely. Or well, the quote is a ha-ba-ba, but still. It's really good. It's really nice. I continued with my reading of the book last night, as some of you guys might have been able to guess. And the boinkening has begun. And I've quickly realized that shit, I have less than 100 pages remaining of this. I need the sequel. What is Dog of Wisdom? You don't know Dog of Wisdom? Oh no. Oh, you sweet summer child. Allow me to edumacate you. Hold on. You could also play the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV. Oh shit, chat is on like both sides now. Hold on. Which has a free trial including the award-winning expansion Heavensward, the award-winning expansion Stormblood, and the award-winning expansion Shadowbringers, which includes the Nier Automata Rage series and up to level 80 with no restrictions on playtime. Nice. Fuck yeah. Dog of Wisdom. Is it that janky animated dog? Yes, and I love him. He is extremely important and very good. Yes, 69. Nice. Please witness the Dog of Wisdom. He is wise. Ever so wise.
Hababa, hababadagada, hababadadaba, hatabadagadaga, hatanda, hababa, hababadagadaga, ba, bababa, babababa, babababa, ba, habababa, hababababa, babababa, hawawa. Ha! Ha! Hawawa! Ha! Ha! Hadabadaga! Hawawa! Habababa! Hawawa! Ha! Hadabanda! Ha! Hawawa! Hawawa! Papa! Hadandes! Pa! Badaga! Patada patada, pakada patad, habadagada patades, hadaba.
I can tell you're not a morning person because you sound at 11 a.m. how I sound at 4 a.m. when I went to bed at 1 a.m. Nice, nice. We gotta have the Pikmin on in the background as well, of course. Important. There's more Dog of Wisdom. Dog of Wisdom 2? I would have totally understood everything, even without subtitles. Yes. Why have I never seen the whole thing before? You're welcome. What the fuck? I didn't even know that there was a sequel, actually. Been awake for several hours already. The perfectly timed Pikmin. Oh, they're having a picnic! What did the creator take to create this series? That's just a good question.
Happy happens. Happy happens.
Such productivity, much work.
Have a fondest of wonders. But ha hatbanda. Hapap. Hawawa. Manaka. Manaka ha. Hamanaka.
Hamanaka. So man, there's a game about this. Should be in the comments. Really? There's a Steam game! Oh my god? Dog of Wisdom. What? When did this come out? The 28th of July, 2026. Oh, wait. Oh, that's recent. What? Are you kidding me? Wait, there's a Dog of Wisdom. Oh my, wait, whoa, there's so many. Dog of Wisdom 3. How many are there? If only I knew of this earlier, I could have saved my job, maybe. What really sucks is that both you and my other Oshi are late, so I'm gonna leave for a bit, visit her stream for a bit, eat, and then I'll be back in an hour. Okay, you do that. Too many? I didn't even know this was a series! I only knew of the first one! Oh my god.
Cha. Wawa. Chihuahua.
Chihuahua.
Chapapa. Chihuahua. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-pa. Shandy-bundy.
I also deserve millions. Who are gonna be the elfish lawyer of the northern tribes? Yes, of course. Why is the cloud just basically non-existent? It's just me in dog farm. Yeah, literally. This is just me. This is just me in dog farm. Oh my god, the dog of wisdom, little dude. The original Dog of Wisdom came out like 14 years ago or something, I think. But then Dog of Wisdom 2 came out 3 years ago. And this one came out 2 years ago. So this dude has really been just like... 1 hour of silence interrupted by Mario screaming. I'm so curious. You know what? You know what? We should just have these two on together simultaneously. So sometimes we get Pikmin, sometimes we get Mario. Sometimes we get both. Yeah, yeah. Oh my god. Dog of Wisdom videos. Oh my god. Please, I want to see Dog of Wisdom 4.
Hababa. Hababa-da-ga-da. Hababa-da-da-ba. Hatabada-ga-da-ga. Hatada. Hababa. Hababa-da-ga-da-ga.
There's a Michael Jackson interrupts randomly too. So just silence and then random hee hee. Apparently the Steam version of Dog of Wisdom is a €4 re-release of a 20-minute itched game, which is still up. Huh. Okay. Hold on. Look at this. Dog of Wisdom is a 2D action platformer where you play as Pepper the dachshund. Fly around barking at nothing and sample the galaxy's best foods, all while attaining the knowledge to be good. Get the foods and the wisdom and the hat and the galaxy. Oh, hell yeah. I love it. I love it. It's beautiful. Why does this actually kind of look really fun? Poker? The Dog of Wisdom lore goes deep. Game of the year. Yeah, no, for real though. I will add this to my wish list. Beautiful. Is amazing. Oh my god. I want to see Dog of Wisdom 4. Meet Eggy Dog. What the fuck? Direct competitor to GTA 6. Absolutely. Is this Dog of Wisdom 4? Heard of the game Edited Spiel? It looks like fun.
What the hubby for the gubby?
Edited Spiel? Oh, it's a Norwegian game. Has Orchid played this? Edited Spiel? I think it's on Steam. Yes. English language not supported. It is only available in Norwegian. Oh, that's fantastic. How do I read Norwegian? Bestefar vill ha 2 is. Du må skaffe det. Det viser seg å være mer komplisert enn du trodde. Et absurt första persons äventyrsspel där du navigerar norsk byråkrati, snackar med röra folk och löser meningslösa uppdrag i en liten norsk bygd. So basically, Grandpa wants 2 ice creams, and you need to get it. But that turns out to be a bit more complicated than you expected. So it's kind of like a wacky woohoo absurd first-person adventure game where you have to navigate Norwegian bureaucracy, talk to a bunch of cute people, and solve useless, meaningless tasks in a small Norwegian village. Dog of Wisdom is basically what I hear in my head when I try to focus on something. Yes, absolutely. Yes, I think I will add this to my library. Overwhelmingly positive, all of the reviews. Yeah, all of the reviews. This game changed my life. Throughout my depressed and unloved life, my grandfather has never given me any acknowledgement, affection, or love. This has led me down a terrible, dark path. Holy fucking shit, this fucking review. This has led me down a terrible, dark path. This game changed this. From the moment I opened this game to the moment I finished it, I found a new sense of belonging. The true beauty of the story begins with my beloved grandmother being unfortunately lost to a bazooka mishap. What? Which allows me to generate a deeper connection with this game due to a long buried childhood trauma. Of your grandma getting bazookaed? Holy commitment. This horrific game is followed by my beloved grandfather sending me a wondrous pilgrimage I've longed for all my life. This game leads the player and my newfound soul and my newfound soul to many, and I mean many, places of pure bliss and wonder. Steam happy. From the little moments at the bank, to the artistic side of me being released while designing my ID, to the final conclusion, the setting really personified the wonder of the story. Alongside this, many beautiful characters are introduced. Stein and Steinar, my true blood brothers, I will forever cherish our time spent together, even when you became Pebble and Pebbler. Shopkeeper, I loved our chats and your extortionate prices, your stupid policies and stocks of illegal weaponry. It's, in life, it's to bazooka or be bazookaed. Mario. Child, I will forever regret how I crushed you and most likely caused you to have permanent brain defect and or hemorrhage. But I thank you deeply from my heart for the copper wire. Finally, Lamppost DJ. I loved the song you produced for myself, John Chungus, and I will never hold any malice in my heart for the way you spoke to me and about the child. You meant it with love, I'm sure of that. Gorgon, you son of a bitch, how dare you hit me on the head and steal my gummy? I will never forgive you. Even when you put me in the back rooms, I was so infuriated, I could not even muster up the joy to exclaim, I found a place, or I'm a fucking architect, which clearly speaks more words than anything said here. Not only that, but you proceeded to make me play tic-tac-toe twice, which was soured by your annoying ass laugh. Fuck you! God, or whatever you truly were. I hate you. Don't ever make me play 5 games of tic-tac-toe or do 10 minutes of parkour again. I'd rather stay dead. The gameplay mechanics also brought a tear of joy to my eye. The elk and crows were amazing, truly perfect opponents, and even if they were 2D. The gravel sandwich, perfection down to the last minute detail. And last but not least, the hamster who sacrificed her life in order to allow me to plug a comically large plug into a socket, made this game just that bit better. Following all of this, we obtained 2 ice creams, just as Grandpa wanted. He congratulated me for my efforts, which brought joy to my life for the first time ever. And even told me Grandma would be proud. Thank you, truly, to the maker of this game. You really have changed my life for the better. And I can answer your question of Ereditt Spiel. No, this is not a game. This is a true masterpiece of the highest grade. Game is English friendly as long as you have a Norwegian friend translating every word through a Discord VC. I should just kidnap Orchid and have her live translate the game for me. Oh, this is a fucking Swedish review. Gorgon skickade mig till hjärta, cry of fear, jag blev rädd. Musiken är fire. Stolpen är min favoritkaraktär. Hoppas hans Soundcloud-karriär går bra. Förvånansvärt mycket replayability. Man missar saker första gången man spelar. Rekommenderar spelet till svenskar då humorn bara höjs av norskan. Enda kritiken är att det känns inte superkul att behöva börja från början när man blir bombad av en älg. Är det ett roguelike? Game of the year, Nobelpris etc. Det är spel. This sounds like a fanfiction fever dream. Apparently you get bombed by a moose as well at some point. We're looking at this fucking Norwegian game called Erditspil. How do I... Oh my god. I'm gonna ask Orchid if she wants to play this with me. This is amazing, truly. Oh my god. What the fuck? See, what the fuck are you even reading? I was working in audio only and tuned up for 2 minutes. I'm sorry. You should try Hero Tale. What's that? Is that also a silly game? Ah yes, the Norwegian dream. Yes, yes, absolutely. And then I was also discovering for the first time ever that Dog of Wisdom has a bunch of sequels. So, unfortunate, I'm not on Steam. So, not on Steam. Are there people in the year of the Lord 2026 that don't have Steam? I'm gonna go, bitch. Good night. Oh yes, me, Lucy. Thank you for hanging out. Mwah. Mwah. I love you. Mwah. Alpha's having breakfast. A very hastily thrown together breakfast. Oh, Orchard's already played Erdspil. That makes sense, yeah. She says it's so good. Nom 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 nom. You don't have a PC to use Steam on? Ah, なるほど. Okay, 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 okay. I sent a screenshot of the game to Orchid, Erditspil, and I was just like, we should stream this together. And she's like, it's so good in a super stupid way, hang on. And then she just sends a random 6-digit code, and I'm like, huh? And she's like, PC, that's the code for liver treats, stop that. What? Oh, okay, she sent me a fucking YouTube video. What is this? I'm scared. Huh? Huh? Early bird catches the morning elf. Early bird catches the morning elf.
Han fyren som har laget denne legendær og med resten drept mormoren.
Mario. Orchid is one of my streamer friends. She previously went under the name Prawnstar Itzy, but she's currently in the process of rebranding and has changed her name to Orchid. Ah. A lot of the time I want to call her Itzy, but then I'm like, wait, right, Orchid. It's always hard when your friends like rebrand and change their internet name, because I'm just like, which name do I use? Correction, you're her wife? Yay! She's my wife. Meep meep. It's harder when they're mid rebrand too. Prawnstar. prawn star Itzy. Ah, she is my wife. Was my shrimp wife, but now she's turning into my orca wife. She'll be Shirogoth orca soon enough. Yeah! I've seen her model and the arts and stuff, and I'm very excited. You fight a moose with a bazooka. The moose has the bazooka, not you. Hi, Testicle! Irashai! Welcome, welcome! You recognize the voice? Oh, it was him I watched play the game? Ah, nice. You need to remember the actual name if you just call... No need to remember the actual name if you just call them wife. Shit, dog. Yeah, that's right. But then you guys won't be able to distinguish between them because I've got so many sexy, beautiful, wonderful wives, right? So I figure I should probably call them, like, you know, by their name so that you guys can, like, distinguish between them. Wife number 1? What kind of name is Testicle? No, that's a chatter. Testicle is a Fuwatomo. Wife number 1, wife number 2, wife number 3. But then that would mean I'd have to, like, number the wives, and that might create some sort of, like, hierarchy between them. That's not fair. Orca wife, dragon wife. That's fair. That's true, actually. I could do that. I could do that. My orca wife, my dragon wife, my ship girl wife. My elf wife. That's me. Weekly rotation, then make a chat command that shows the weekly ordering. Bazooka moose. I wanna fight a moose with a bazooka. I really want to. Bamuska. Moose are terrifying though. Yes, they are so big. And imagine how much scarier it must be with a moose that has a friggin' bazooka. What the fuck? What the fuck? Mail. I'm bringing up documents. Mail on Google Drive. Blah. Now make the most drunk from old apples as well. That is actually a thing where, like, animals can sometimes get drunk from eating old fermented fruits and berries. Really funky. I didn't even know that was a thing until a while ago. And honestly, I also want to go out foraging in the woods, eat a slightly rotten apple, and get drunk as hell from it. Although I guess there's not actually that much alcohol in one of those, but for a small little mouse, it's probably a lot. Aw. Apples are fruits that won't start fermenting? Or want to? Huh? Yum, 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 yum. Think it would be better to make alcohol from it? I suppose, yeah. Yeah. In most likeliness. In all likelihood, I'm bleh. Bleh. My brain is not braining right now. Guys, the book that I told you guys about last night. I haven't caught you guys up on what's happened in it. Basically, they boinked. And our main character over here, Miss Violet, she manifested her full dragon powers as well. Ooh. So she's able to control lightning and thunder because, of course, yes. Kimi, and then quickly after that, Of course she can. Of course. Quickly after that, she and Mr. Enemies to Lovers over there get to Pound Town, if you will. And it's also really funny because she, like, just recently manifested her friggin' powers or whatever. Whenever she reaches her pinnacle, if you will, lightning strikes outside, and just like after or during or after or whatever their whole boinking session, the room that they're in is an absolute fucking mess because their powers go berserk or whatever because they're so lost in each other. And I'm just sitting there like and they just do like a bunch of like, you know, they talk telepathically or something as well with their minds. What the fuck? So she got the fuck of Zeus? Yes, she got the fucking of Zeus, indeed. Oh my god. 付き合ってくれない？え？付き合ってくれない？何？どこへ？ Interesting things you read, Elf. I know, right? Hi, Mario, again. So yeah. And basically now at this point, everyone for miles around will know they're banging when a storm rolls in. Yes. Lightning cooch. I don't even think that like a storm rolls in. I think it's literally just like she somehow just like generates thunder immediately or whatever, and it's like furniture breaks and windows break and just everything is a hot fucking mess. But yeah. Even the dudes like, ooh, shadow powers or whatever start going a bit out of control during it because he's also so caught up in the moment or whatever, you know? And I'm just sitting there like, Zeus banged a lot of people. Yep. And now we're kind of at the point where they're just like telepathically flirting with each other a bunch and doing a bunch of boinking, you know? Or, well, not a bunch, but a fair bit. And of course, Mr. Enemies to Lovers over here is kind of emotionally constipated and is just like, you know, we can boink, but don't fall in love with me. And she's like, nah, you know what? Fuck that. That's bullshit. I'm gonna do it anyway. Bleh. And after a lot of, I guess, pushing and pulling and prodding and poking, can they telepathically project their pleasure to their partner? Most likely, yes. They can, if nothing else, telepathically project images or memories of them fucking each other to the other person. So, like, yeah, no, I think so. Yeah. So just like her, a hot fucking mess. Oh. It's, yeah. Part of me, low-key, wants to cringe while reading this, but part of me is also just like, well, I don't mind if I do. It's, low-key, I just want to keep on reading until I finish the book. Or, not low-key, actually, high-key. Very high-key. Sounds like a guilty pleasure. Yes. Know what? Let's just make them fuck on the battlefield so they can use their powers on their enemies. True! That would truly be like the 5-head move. Oh my god. Morning. Ohayo. But now I guess they're kind of like... Daytime elf, did you accidentally fall out of the bed? Trust me, I'm actually an hour late in starting the stream. Pain. Now there's some sort of like, I don't know what it was, military exercise, so they're kind of going out into the field or something, I guess. Not really sure. And because the Mr. Enemies to Lovers dude, I definitely didn't call the 11 a.m. stream. No, wait, Carnage Coitus. Oh! The enemies aren't ready for the carnage copulation. Carnage coitus! Carnage coitus! When her lightning powers or whatever manifested, she did kind of accidentally kill a guy, but to be fair, he was an asshole and he 100% had it coming, so like, I'm not too pissed off about it, honestly. Has the friend who recommended you the book got a suitably detailed "this was so good, I need more" message yet? Sadly, the friend who recommended the book to me is someone I don't really talk to anymore. So, but if they were, I would absolutely do so, yes. The cock and cooch of war. What do you call two cops having sex? Copulation. Oh my god. It's never too early for puns. It's before 12 midday. It's too early for puns, y'all. It's still morning to me. I might honestly just keep on reading while sipping my matcha latte. And it's also really funny because Mr. Enemies to Lovers over here obviously has told our main character that like, ooh, we can fuck, but don't fall in love for me. But then he's also like, you know, taking the time to teach her how to fight and spends basically every waking moment with her, and also like had custom-made daggers made for her and a rider saddle for her when she's riding her dragon. So like, he obviously cares, right? And she knows that. And he knows that too, but he's just been in like hardcore denial over it. But I think they actually kind of like got their heads out of their asses, or he did at the very least, and they kind of, you know, communicated for the first time ever, and are just like, no, you know what? Let's try this anyway. You know, she's very open about her feelings for him, and he's coming around to it, I guess. Yeah. Did you know that Zeus used to turn into animals to bang women? Yes, unfortunately, I am well aware of that. Zeus was an interesting fella. And the women... I'm not gonna say anything. I mean, half of the time it's non-consensual as well when it comes to Zeus, so... Narratively speaking, once they did the deed, they still need a plot point to chase, so there's the I can fix him subplots to unclog his emotional constipation. Exactly, I could not have said it better myself, bro. He also used to turn into stuff that isn't even alive to also bang women. Have you seen Desk-kun? Greek mythology is just Doujin of the era. True. Most of the gods he fucked as well were related to him. The incestuous pool that is any mythology, really. Because everyone's fucking everyone. The friggin' family tree is a circle. Zeus became a rain of gold and got a woman pregnant, so... Huh? What? Huh? Desk-kun has always seemed wild to me. There's so many better objects to use. Yeah. Hello, Mitsuru-senpai, irashai. There's Desk-kun, there's Chair-kun, there's Couch-kun, there's Armchair-kun, there's Carrot-kun, Cucumber-kun, Banana-kun, Eggplant-kun, Zucchini-kun. Random cylindrical objects-kun. Truck-kun. The horny finds a way. Oh yes, and also the classic one that people were really concerned about when it came to like housewives in the 50s or whatever. Washing machine-kun. That one is absolutely wild to me. Like the concept of... Have you guys not heard about that? I think that like people back in the day were really concerned that women, like housewives and stuff like that, would just end up sitting on their washing machines as they were washing clothes or whatever, to enjoy the movements. Yeah. I mean, just go and have a conversation with Hana again about this object. True! Hana-kyo and her flashlight-kun. Zeus even made a cloud look like his wife so he could catch the guy fucking her, I believe. The guy ended up fucking the cloud and getting it pregnant. Huh? What? What? The history of female hysteria as a medical concept is weird, yes. I do love the fact that there was a point in history when people would kind of like treat female hysteria by admitting them to a psych ward and just making them orgasm a bunch to treat their hysteria. I think that's kind of how the original vibrators were invented, actually, as a medical device to treat female hysteria. Fuck, man, I'd also be hysteric if that was if that was my life. They were playing Earthquake Simulator with the washing machines. Yes, exactly. I can't blame them. They also thought the female orgasm wasn't a thing. Yeah. I mean, with the way the majority of men seem to treat women, you'd almost think that the female orgasm isn't a thing, but trust me, it is. Elf picks wild topics when she first wakes up. Thank you, Mario. Thank you, Mario, for the inputs. I appreciate it. Zeus has done a lot of weird shit in the myths. Yeah. Google up Zeus Reign of Gold. Genuinely not a joke or trick, it is one of the myths. I'm scared. Zeus Reign of Gold. Oh my god. Uh-huh. Let's see what the wiki says. In Greek mythology, Danae was an Argive princess and mother of the hero Perseus by Zeus. She was credited with founding the city of Ardea in Latium during the Bronze Age. Disappointed by his lack of male heirs, King Acrisius asked the Oracle of Delphi, it's always the Oracle of Delphi, if this would change. The oracle told him that he would never have a son, but his daughter would, and that this grandson would one day kill him. At the time, Danae was Acrisius' only daughter and was childless, meaning to prevent the prophecy from coming true, Acrisius shut her into a bronze chamber and buried it underground. Other authors have alternatively described Danae as being locked in a brazen tower with only a small vent as a source of light and air. However, Zeus desired Danae. How did he even find her? Meep meep. And came to her in the form of golden rain that streamed in through the roof of her chamber and onto her lap, impregnating her. Golden shower? Zeus confirmed? Whoever came up with this myth was into golden showers, 100%. Please stop. What? Soon after Perseus was born. Upon discovering the child, Acrisius was enraged and refused to believe that Zeus was Perseus' father. However, he didn't want to provoke the wrath of the gods or Furies by killing his family, and instead placed Danae and Perseus into a wooden chest and cast it into the sea. The sea was calmed by Poseidon, and at the behest of Zeus, the pair survived. Hey now, don't kink shame the ancient Greeks. Zeus pissed on a woman and made her pregnant. You could not make this shit up. Or well, someone did make this shit up, but, you know. Yeah. Dude trying to find the most creative ways to impregnate people. Yep. Even back then, people were coming up with some out there smut. And you all think tentacle porn is weird? Nah, dude, nah. They were washed ashore on the island of Seraphos, where they were taken in by the fisherman Dictys, brother of King Polydectes, who raised Perseus to manhood in the temple of Athena. The king was charmed by Danae, but she had no interest in him. Consequently, he agreed not to marry her only if the son would bring him the head of the Gorgon Medusa. Did the Greek mythology have empreg already, or is this a modern invention? Greek mythology, male impregnation. I mean, I guess the best known example of mythological empreg would be Loki turning himself into a mare and getting pregnant. Like, that's a thing. My search engine is wild, and after this, May speedrunning getting on every possible watch list. Thank you, Pikmin, for the answer. Oh my god. I love that there's someone with a blog who wrote a blog post in 2023 titled Empreg in Mythology. It might surprise you to learn that human beings have been telling Empreg stories for a lot longer than we've had modern science. But all you have to do is look at mythological traditions. Lonk Baron, irashai! Hello, YouTube algorithm has brought me here. I'm so sorry, we're talking about male impregnation in mythology. Stream is titled Productivity, by the way. I'd say it's very productive of us to be doing research about mythology. It might not be my typical area of expertise, but you know, like, it's still edumacation. I wonder what my search history is. Oh. No. That's not empreg, that's gender bending. Come on, May, you're a Fujoshi, you should know your tags. That's true. Let's see. Loki the horse. Yeah, in perhaps the best known example of mythological empreg, Loki turns himself into a mare and gets pregnant. He remains in horse form, eventually giving birth to Odin's 8-legged horse, Sleipnir. I've checked about 12 times now. Hermaphrodites are something that existed in fiction for the longest time. To make sure this is muted while I'm in my team meeting. Imagine if the old myths books came with tags included. I use incognito, I don't have search history. Dog, I've stopped caring about incognito mode at this point. Whoever finds my phone or whatever and looks through my search history will be scarred. I don't give a fuck anymore. Oh, they even write here, we can argue about whether that really counts as empreg, since Loki is in the form of a female horse. It might be a better example of, say, a fluid or transgender identity in action. Yet there's another story that survives in a couple of different variations. That's the tale of how Loki's children, Hel, Fenrir, and Jormungandr, are begotten. In most versions of the story, Loki begets them with the giantess Angrboda in the usual way. Yet in one fragment, Loki himself is the one who gets pregnant and gives birth by eating Angrboda's heart. This time, there's no shape-shifting involved at all. It's empreg all the way down. I swear, a perfectly clean search history is more concerning than some sus sites in the history. Mutual harm, interesting tactics to search history discovery. Just ingrained habit at this point. Anything spicy I look up via incognito mod. It's literally Loki empreg. Yeah. Empreg in Greek mythology. Okay, let's see here what they've written. The Greeks and Romans were pretty infamous for their attitudes towards what we would today call queerness. The Greeks thought same-sex love was the pinnacle of love, with heterosexual attraction being something you kind of did out of obligation. Roman culture was generally bi or pansexual. Men and women are both beautiful, so why not love both? There's a lot of overlap between Greek and Roman mythology. No shit, because the Romans just copy-pasted Greek mythology, basically. With the Romans often stapling their own pantheon on over top of the Greek one. The Greek tradition, however, is where I want to focus. The Greek tradition is more familiar to more people, so many people already know an Empreg story. The story, or the birth, of Athena. See, Athena isn't born by her mother. Instead, she springs fully formed from Zeus's forehead. Zeus, in effect, gives birth to the goddess of wisdom. I mean, she springs from his forehead, which... she just kind of appears, I guess, fully formed. It's not really him being pregnant with her, but I'll take it. Now, a lot of people will take issue with that one and say it's not true Empreg. Yeah, while Zeus may give birth in an unconventional way, he still carries his offspring within his body and gives birth. Dividing like an amoeba. 4912, the point we made it into the stream before Empreg became the main subject again. Incognito doesn't hide the traffic. Your assigned government agent will still see you using that. Yay! My assigned government agent has probably retired at this point. They're too traumatized. There aren't many other clear examples of Empreg in the Greek traditions, although there is plenty of opportunity for it. One example might be the god Hermaphrodite, who was both male and female, the son of Aphrodite and Hermes. He was loved by a nymph, so much so that she wished to become part of him. The gods granted her wish, combining the two. Hermaphrodites. So the term hermaphrodite is derived from the god Hermaphrodite from Greek mythology. That's interesting. I did not know that, huh? The Greek literature also wrote about queers since it was unusual. History is very nuanced. Yeah, fair. There are plenty of depictions of hermaphrodites in art, as well as a curious genre known as the gynomorphs. These figures are, much like hermaphrodites, both male and female at the same time. They're usually interpreted as being beautiful male youth, but they also have female characteristics. The Greeks believed they were both male and female, and they were capable of completing both parts of reproduction. So, could they impregnate themselves? If you just, like, twist a bit? Is Omegaverse the closest to Greek hermaphrodites? Maybe. That would be incest. True, fair. We can talk about what, precisely, hermaphroditus and the gynomorphs represents, but one thing is for sure. Greek myth is pretty queer, and even though it doesn't contain a lot of Empreg, it certainly contains the framework for it. I suppose, yeah. There's more. Another place we can look to see Empreg in mythology is shapeshifters. We already saw one example in the story of Loki, who turned into a mare. Other creatures, not necessarily gods, are known to be shapeshifters, who often take on humanoid shapes. Some examples include selkies, the Japanese nine-tailed fox demon, and kitsune more generally, as well as many others. These sorts of tales are common the world over, and they usually have a similar thread. The shape-shifting creature takes on a humanoid form to seduce or ensnare a human lover. Most often, they take on the form of a beautiful maiden. I wonder, when it comes to this, do you guys think that these, like, folk tales or stories or myths of, like, shape-shifting creatures, typically, like, who would be in some sort of animal form originally, and then turn into, like, the form of a beautiful human to seduce a person, did they come to be because some dude in a village somewhere got caught fucking an animal, and so to get away with it, when people obviously called him out on it, he was just like, oh no, you guys don't understand, this is actually a shapeshifter, they seduced me by turning into a beautiful woman, but then while we were mid-fucking, it turns out that they're an animal, like... I feel like that would be the most bullshit excuse, but some idiot might actually buy it, you know? Who knows? I'm 100% sure that's the reason. I feel like that has to be... Yeah. That feels very plausible. Missed that I was live? How dare you miss that I'm live? What the hell, bro? Not enough sheep girls in mythology, though. Greek mythology is weird. Mythology in general is weird. I mean, it is this very weird and kind of raw look into the psyche of the general populace, right? And their cultural beliefs and values, told through the lens of a fairy tale. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be really, really, really fucking weird a lot of the time. But I like it. I fuck with it, you know? Mythology is really cool. Thank you for the insight, Mario. Thank you, Mario. We appreciate it. Nom 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 nom. I'm just finishing my matcha. Nom 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 nom. More broadly, do you think more fantastical humanoid/creatures existed many thousands of years ago, etc., and just eventually got wiped out before known written history, but could have been put into myth and legends like gods? That would be cool. But if there were more fantastical humanoids or creatures and stuff like that, wouldn't there logically be traces of them, you know, like from archaeological dig sites and whatnot? I quickly ran to the store. Why are we talking about mythology and fucking sheep? Yeah, dude. I'm not really sure what to say or like how to explain that one, Chief. We just kind of ended up here. I mean, I was saying I do think that. Because sheep are fluffy, true. The warrior god in Aztec mythology, Father, is a ball of feathers. There are often archaeological findings that don't fully make sense with bones found in structures. True. That's actually very fair. Meep meep. Yes, we have indeed also talked about how horny Zeus is. Apparently, he impregnates someone through golden rain. If you know what I mean. This blog person talks about the whole trope of the swan maiden, where the human usually waits until the shapeshifter has revealed their humanoid shape, and then they steal the magical item that allows them to shift back. For swan maidens, this is their clothing. A selkie is almost exactly the same. They shift by using their magical seal skin. If someone steals their seal skin, then the selkie can't shift back, thus becoming stuck, quote-unquote, in their humanoid form. These stories usually don't have a happy ending. The shapeshifter always yearns to be free. If they ever happen to find the item that enables their shapeshifting, they will flee, never to be seen again. Their human family will be completely abandoned. Now, these stories probably do a lot to explain strange, quote-unquote, goings-on. Instead of being embarrassed by having his wife run out on him, a man might save face by hiding within the idea that his wife was some kind of mythological creature or mythical creature. It's also notable that the husbands in these stories are usually quite jealous and possessive. These stories may also function as a way of explaining women running from abusive marriages. That, I think, is a very apt, or a very good thing to point out. That feels like it has a lot of truth to it. Why we gotta go back to Golden Rain? Welcome back, Wyatt. Ah. A very small percent of all life becomes fossils. That's true. Fossils need like very specific criteria and a very, very specific environment in order for them to actually become fossils. That is very true. Stretch. Nom, 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 nom. Okay, now Elf is going to try to do a bit of writing so I don't feel like I've completely done nothing. Fuck all today. We can have a bit of writing as a treat. Gonna hop off. This was pretty fun. Thank you for stopping by. Arigato ne. I really appreciate it. Elf is gonna try to lock in and be a bit productive and do stuffs. I still need to go into Lurkmon to take a ton of tests at the hospital. That sounds like a plan. You do that. Before I leave. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for hanging out. Arigato ne. Oh, pats! Yatta! You're also gonna be productive. Yeah, let's be productive together. I managed to actually be productive for about 1 hour within the 4 hours and a half I've been at work. Good job. I haven't been productive at all yet today. Imagine being productive. Couldn't be me. Could never be me, bro. I'm okay with let's take ibuprofen together, but I draw the line with productivity. Let's be productive together. No. Fuck you. I need to make my boss believe I've been busy doing stuff to justify my pay. God, I feel that. Hello, Ultimate Fate. How you doing? I'm gonna remove Mario. We'll just have the Pikmin from now on. Mario is always a bit jump scary. Hello, Chana. Irashai. Can I say news I just found out? It's another sad news. What do you mean I was here since earlier? Oh man. I forget who's being here and not. Sorry. I tried to remember, but work isn't about being busy, it's about making others believe you're busy. Elf brain is eepy. We were watching the wisdom dog. Yeah. Dog of wisdom. And I said if I only saw it earlier, it could have saved me from losing my job. King of Norway passed away? Oh, yeah, I heard that actually. He's sad. Rest in patuts. Rest in putats. Rest in patuts. Rest in pieces. Ah. I didn't really know much about the King of Norway since I'm not really Norwegian, but from what I've understood, he was a pretty based guy. Ah. Optimus Prime passed too, yeah. And then Dolly Parton as well. So many cool people have passed, sadly. I'm watching a purple elf talk to me about Zeus fucking people via Golden Rain whilst this completely boring / pointless team meeting is going on. Who needs productivity? Tim Curry. Thank you, Pikmin. Exactly. Meep meep. I'm gonna head home now. Okay, you do that. Thank you so much for hanging out. Mwah. Oh. Meep meep. Oh. Meep meep. This random sound breaking the silence was a great idea. Hydrate. Arigato for the hydrate. Valen, Konfuwa, irashai. What are you doing? Hats! Hot bean. Productivity hat, yay! Ma! I wanted to try this maybe. Kawatta funki. Different vibe. Kinda cute. See. I heard we talking about drugs, so I took my break right away. Right now, we're not really talking about druggies. Right now, I'm just messing around a little bit with some stuff. Meep meep. Oh, 고멘. I mean, we can talk about druggies, I suppose, but button. And then there's the fish phone, which I figure might be kind of nice. Drug use, I just filled in a form about it. It was easy, just had to check the knots in the last couple of years or never boxes. Suck on these nuts. What am I doing really? Right now I'm fiddling with a scene to make the stream look all nice and cute and stuffs. But other than that, oh no, I disappeared. Ah! Maybe this scene could also be cute. Ohio! I'm going to be attempting to write a little bit on my thesis and be productive, because Elf needs to lock in and do that. So that's basically what we're doing. Do you know any sea shanties? I like the scene. Me too. I think it's very cute. Hehe. Gamba with thesis. Arigato. Need to fix some things, so might as well just walk in and get started. Need to alter the text in the ethical considerations section. Thought you were gonna sing, so I asked if you know any sea shanties. Nah, today we're just gonna be doing some writing and being productive. Elf doing brain stuff. Attempting to, at the very least. Let's not get carried away. She's doing neurons try to do literally anything. Right now, correct. Yeah, no. I can at least have the fish phone show as well. Fish phone is cute. I like the fish phone. Fuwatomos should fish. Sometimes I turn on word salad mode without me knowing it. Word salad mode? What's that? I could really use a word salad right now. Describe word salad mode as using too many words to describe something. なるほどね。Meet me. Elf is just gonna BRB real quick and go fix some stuff. Oh, using but or so too frequent. Oh, okay. なるほどね。I'll leave you guys alone with Pikmin for a tiny little bit. Wait, hold on. I should also add in the BRB thingamajiggy maybe then. Let's see. BRB. Tadaima. Welcome back, arigato. Hush. Let's try to do some writing. Hydrate. Oh, arigato. How ass does this sound? This is writing about, like, ethical considerations for the study. While measures are taken to protect the privacy and identities of the study participants, the analysis of biopsy appearance and protein expression levels provides detailed information about the participants. Emphasis was placed on safeguarding their identity and ensuring that collected data could not be linked, directly or indirectly, to an identifiable individual. To develop a study design that adequately considered the participants' perspectives and experiences, follow-up with all participants was done in the days immediately following the procedure. In addition, further follow-up was conducted with the first 10 patients approximately 6 months later, either in person or by telephone. 6 silly words from a silly... Ugh, yes. I hate just, like, the whole thing of writing, basically having to regurgitate words written by someone else, but doing so in a unique way, so you don't get accused of plagiarism. Can't just obviously copy-paste things straight up. You also gotta make things make sense in the context of the text. It's gotta sound professional and scientific and academic and stuff. And it's gotta make grammatical sense. Sounds good to me. Yeah, dog. I don't freaking know. I guess so. Yeah. There's only so many ways to say we're trying to keep patients' anonymity. Exactly. Thank you, Pikmin. Meep meep, indeed. I came in late in the conversation. What are you working on? I am working on writing my master's thesis. I've gotten a bunch of feedback from my supervisor, and she's kind of like given a lot of stuff for me to change and rewrite, and some stuff to kind of like expand upon, and I'm just like, What's your field, if I may ask? So I'm a pharmacist, or well, pharmacy student still, technically. I don't have my license quite yet. And my thesis has been about, like, how do you say it? Pelvic radiation disease, kind of. Initially, like, the title of the thingy is Pelvic Radiation Disease, Investigating the Inflammatory Aspect to the Pathophysiology of Chronic Bowel Dysfunction After Pelvic Radiotherapy. But that's a very general title. It's not actually really what it is that I was doing, so I'm, like, thinking of changing it to, like, Investigating Colonic Reg4 Expression in Relation to Pelvic Radiation Disease, which is a bit more specific. I guess. But basically, I feel like I've done this spiel a million times at this point. Basically, cancer patients who have cancer, like, in their bowel area, kind of, like uterine cancer, or prostate cancer, or cancer, like, around the urogenital area, I suppose, gets radiotherapy, right? Radiation therapy. Or colon cancer. Yeah, colon cancer too. And they get radiotherapy treatment in the area where they have the cancer, of course. And even though nowadays radiation treatments and cancer treatments in general is a lot more specific and able to kind of target more accurately to where the actual cancer is located, it will still inevitably affect the surrounding tissue that is healthy and non-cancerous. For example, the intestines, the tissue, the colonic tissue. So your pooper, your shitter. And a lot of people who have had cancer treatments and radiotherapy and stuff like that, meep, will get pretty severe side effects of the treatment, of course. Like diarrhea, flatulence, like fecal incontinence, which is basically a very fancy word of saying that you have a hard time not shitting your pants. You know, a lot of stuff that sounds not too bad on paper maybe, but it's something that could be really debilitating and really embarrassing and really, like, you know, impact your day-to-day life in a really awful way. And the research team I worked with for my master's thesis has been doing a bunch of research on that, basically, for years and years and years. And recently, a couple of years ago now, they did some research on, like, mice, I think it was, that had gotten radiation exposure to see, like, what would happen to the mice. What kind of, like, proteins would be upregulated and downregulated to see what proteins in the mice might be involved in the kind of, like, molecular pathways, I guess, responsible for this kind of stuff. Explained like a professional, especially the shit terms. Yes. Sounds like important work. Yeah, I'd say so. And so what I did was I kind of looked at a bunch of biopsies, which is a fancy word for saying very, very, very thinly sliced bits of tissue taken from people's colon. They radiated mice, and now we got common redder mice. Hey, true. Oh my gosh. And they saw that there were certain proteins and whatnot in the mice that were upregulated and downregulated, and some of these were related to inflammatory pathways. And one of those proteins is one called Reg4. And that's a protein I've been looking at. Basically, I took a bunch of, like, these little slides with small tissue samples from people's colons and stained them with a bunch of different chemicals to then look at them under a microscope and count cells for hours on end. Hundreds of cells, if not thousands. It was, oof. And I counted cells in this dark, small-ass room with shit ventilation in a basement at the university. It got very monotonous and very boring and time-consuming, but, you know, it is what it is. And then I kind of made a bunch of graphs about it, I guess. Meep. And then kind of tried to see if there was any sort of correlation to radiation exposure and this protein and its expression in cells within the colonic tissue. I don't know if any of that made sense, but basically looking, is protein in tissue samples from people's poopers? Yes, no. How much? Who knows? Do we have a general idea? Issue number one with the study is that there's, like, barely any study participants. Makes sense? Okay, well, that's good. the number of study participants was like around 25. So really not that many. I mean, to begin with, like, it's not super duper duper common to have that many people who actually, like, suffer from these issues, I guess. It's probably more than we actually know, but it is a pretty, like, you know, stigmatized topic, and people don't really want to talk about it, I guess, and whatnot. A lot of people probably suffer in silence about these kinds of things and are too embarrassed to really seek help, which is fully understandable, but also kind of sad, of course. A lot of science is monotonous and like stumbling around in the dark until correlation becomes better known. Yeah, definitely. But because of the small sample size, we weren't really able to get any sort of results that were statistically significant, so we can't actually really make any deductions based off of the data. But it's still kind of interesting to see, and whatnot. So, yeah. And right now I'm just, like, rewriting this section about, like, the ethical considerations of the study, because, I hadn't really properly written that portion. Follow-up interviews indicated that none of the patients had experienced discomfort following the procedure. Even small studies can help build into bigger things. Overall, participants described their experience positively. I grasped the gist of it. I haven't worked in the medical field, but I'm a professional author and I've proofread papers for friends in medical fields. Also, wow, sugoi. That's cool. Individuals who have survived pelvic cancer. Are eager to participate in research. Meanwhile, here I am writing reports on abrasion tests on wire harness for cars. Hey man, that's important too. That sounds like it's important at the very least. The wire harness for cars, I don't know what that is, but it sounds like it's also important. Cars are something that's a very ubiquitous mode of transportation after all. So making sure that those are safe and stuffs and high quality is good, important. Individuals who survive pelvic cancer are eager to participate in research. Reflecting the... Basically to protect cables from being scratched and broken. Well, that sounds like important stuff. need for... I work in research and development in a car parts manufacturer. Ah, okay. なるほどね. That makes sense. まあ。Reflecting the need for... improved treatments and ultimately a cure to their condition. I don't know. Think of the car's engine control unit as the brain, and individual components, headlights, sensors, radio, as organs or limbs. The wire harness is the peripheral nervous system, a bundled network of nerves sending electrical impulses, power, and chemical signals, data, back and forth. Ah, that's a very good analogy. I like that. Arigato. I don't really know much about cars at all since I don't really drive or have a driver's license, so whenever people talk about like cars and driving, I'm just kind of like, my eyes just, you know, glaze over. I'm just like, ah, yes, I definitely understand this conversation. Yes, 100%. Yeah. Effort should be made to advance knowledge about the condition and provide potential relief without taking advantage of the vulnerability. Meep meep. That may accompany living with a chronic and potentially disabling condition. Bleh. The sigmoidoscopy also has the Potential to identify. A previously undiagnosed malignancy, cancer, relapse, or alternative causes of bowel dysfunction beyond radiation induced damage. What's your opinion on Moderna's news that they have developed an mRNA-based vaccine for melanoma? I actually did not know that they had. Hold on. Moderna mRNA vaccine. What is this? Moderna cancer vaccine stops melanoma return. Ayo. Promising trial results suggest cancer vaccines work and could be used to target other tumors. Personalized mRNA vaccine for melanoma reduced the risk of the cancer returning in a phase 3 clinical trial. The companies behind the trial announced this week. The vaccine, which relies on the same mRNA technology used to develop COVID-19 shots, is the first mRNA-based cancer treatment to show success in a late-stage trial. Is it really a vaccine? Or just treatment? The vaccine, called intismeran, doesn't prevent a person from developing cancer in the first place. Rather, it seeks to prevent it from recurring. This is on nature.com as well that they've written this. The study enrolled around 1,100 people with advanced melanoma that had been completely surgically removed. They received either the vaccine combined with an immunotherapy drug called pembrolizumab, all these fucking immunotherapy drugs, which is used to treat the cancer, or they received pembrolizumab alone. The vaccines developer Merck in Rahway, New Jersey, and Moderna, which is headquartered in Cambridge, Massachusetts, announced on Wednesday that people on the combined treatment survived for longer without recurrence than those who received only pembrolizumab. The company said that they plan to present more detailed data at an upcoming medical conference. To create intismeran, a sample of a person's tumor is sequenced to identify mutations that have developed in their cancer cells. Oh, okay. So they use like sequence. Oh. These mutations mean that a cancer cell expresses abnormal proteins called neoantigens, which act like flags on its surface that the immune system attacks. An mRNA vaccine is developed according to each person's cancer neoantigens. Yeah, so they make it like individual. That makes sense. My latest contact with the medical field has been this entire summer going through several doctor's visits to keep my blood pressure under control. Fun times. Fun! So what blood pressure medication are you on right now? Or how many different ones? I'm curious. Is it beta blockers or calcium channel antagonists, or what else is there? There's so many different, bro. Like, friggin' anti-hypertension medication is probably the most common medicine ever. I swear to God, everyone and their mom is on it. Literally. They do it because you get extra protection from lawsuits and other legal action. Sounds like an American issue. An mRNA vaccine is developed according to each person's cancer neoantigens, and once injected, it instructs the body to make the neoantigens, priming the body to recognize the threats. Oh. Okay, then it is kind of like similar to a cancer or to a vaccine technology. Quote, we had never been able to train an individual patient's immune system against their own tumor before, unquote, says Adnan Katak, a medical oncologist and an investigator in the trial at Hollywood Private Hospital in Netherlands, Australia. Why is there a private hospital called Hollywood in Australia? What? Yeah. Based on what they're describing, it does sound like a vaccine, since it is about stimulating the immune system to recognize and destroy specific targets. Currently, it's a mix of olmesartan and amlodipine. Ah, okay. Olmesartan is a... Olmesartan? I'm not sure if we have that in Sweden, but we have other ones. Other ARBs. Losartan and stuff. Olmesartan, yeah. Maybe that is a thing, actually, in... There's one brand of olmesartan. No, it's no longer around, actually, in Sweden. Huh. And then amlodipine. Yeah, it's similar to losartan, but stronger. Amlodipine. Amlodipine, that is a very common one in Sweden, actually. I'm on good old Ramipril. How many Fuwatomos are on, like, blood pressure medication, actually? Now I'm very curious. You're on a small dose of lisinopril? Hey! Oh my god, you guys! Nice! Is it weird that I genuinely find it really exciting whenever Fuwatomos tell me they're on some sort of medication? As he gets older, blood pressure goes brrrr. True. Yeah, amlodipine and stuff like that. Calcium ion inhibitor. Yeah. I just don't have blood pressure tabs. I just eat more salt or less salt depending on how I feel. I mean, lisinopril. I expect to get put on more meds soon because I also found out I got diabetes. Oh, type 2 diabetes? Okay. You're probably gonna get metformin. That's like the standard. Everyone has metformin, at least to start with. And then they kind of like see after a while. My blood pressure decided to go brrrr even before I started getting older. I've been on amlodipine for about 10 years now. Oof. I actually have a friend who like has suffered from really bad migraines for a really long time, and so because of that her doctors have had her like try so many different medications, including blood pressure medication, because for some people blood pressure medication can help reduce the frequency of like migraines, I guess. To be honest, I've somehow been blessed with no problems that require meds, etc. up to this point. That is impressive, considering the fact that you're British. I do rather get the feeling my body will just crumble to pieces and get everything possible towards the end. I was on metformin, developed type 2 diabetes, but after a strict diet change and a little, I entered into remission or whatever they call it, so don't have it anymore. Well, that's nice. Oh my god, good job. That is actually really impressive, like, getting type 2 diabetes but managing to somehow work your way out of it. Anything worked for her? For a while there, I thought transcranial magnetic stimulation was going to be really promising for chronic migraine treatment. I'm not really sure. I think maybe some stuff worked for her. I have another friend, though, whose dad had, like, really severe migraines where, like, nothing worked for him, and he ended up having to get like regular Botox injections to kind of help treat that. Botox injections are actually something that's also been proven to help with like severe migraine attacks when nothing else works. I don't do quite a lot of stereotypical British things. Beginning to think it's the reason I don't have problems. I even have straight teeth. What the fuck? I want to know how this whole blood pressure journey started for me. Yes. One day, I woke up with a very red eye, went to the ER, and didn't find any infection, but found my blood pressure was at 17/13 and was sent straight to the hospital. 17/30. Wait, what units? Because typically the units people use for blood pressure is millimeters of quicksilver, or milliliters mercury, I guess. 17 over 13 blood pressure. You mean like 170? Oh, okay, yeah, 170, 130. What? Bro, what? No, that is actually crazy. That is ridiculously high blood pressure. Dog, were you okay? Well, clearly not, but Jesus! 170 over 130? That is crazy. For reference, I think what you typically want for like around normal blood pressure would be like 120 over 80 or something like that. Oh my, 100 over 80. Oh my god. They usually start panicking if it's over 90 plus on the second number. Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. I'm happy you survived, but good lord. Oh my gosh. Hiya. Okay. Oof. That's scary. Oh. Well, good thing you had that checked and got help with it. Jesus. Oh my god. Hatu. Okay, let's see. Continuing writing a little bit. The sigmoidoscopy also has the potential to identify a previously undiagnosed malignancy, cancer relapse, or alternative causes of bowel dysfunction beyond radiation-induced damage. Mind you, on my blood tests, I had normal sodium and potassium, normal cholesterol. What? What was the cause of the blood pressure then? What? That's crazy. Typically it's something. What? Do they know? Did they figure it out what caused it? Or did they just like throw random blood pressure reducing medicine at you and just let random bullshit go? My nan managed to get over 200 on the first number. Kidney damage? Could be. No clue on the cause. Oh my gosh. Regarding blood pressure, after many years, it finally started to normalize it to 115 to 82. From 95, 100 to 60, 70. That's low. Ooh. Oof. Okay, yeah. Low blood pressure is also a problem. You gotta have like what we say in Sweden, lagom. Lagom, just right. Perfect, you know? Or not necessarily perfect, but lagom is like a term used in Sweden to describe something that is just right. You know the whole Goldilocks thing? Yeah, not too hot, not too cold, just right. Not too soft, not too hard, just right. That's lagom in a nutshell. Mind you, grandparents had high blood pressure, my dad does too. Might just be a hereditary thing, a genetic thing then. Oh. Honestly, like high blood pressure is one of those things that can be caused by so many different things that it's like impossible to really say with certainty. It's usually a mixture of all kinds of different things. Yeah. Also, no problem with my thyroids. They also checked that. Bruh. Yeah. My low blood pressure because my thyroid overfunctioned. I needed per day up to 3,000 calories or I would lose weight. Jesus Christ. Yeah, those kinds of things are also just having like an overactive metabolism. It's just my old man DLC getting an update. Some people have bad spawn RNG. Absolutely, yep. There's a treatment where they decreased the sensitivity of the vagus nerve. Not sure how the trails went. It was a while ago. That would be a dream for many. Time to eat like a pig. Yes and no, because I guess it's still not necessarily really good to eat too unhealthy, but because I get older and my body ages and gets slower, it got better. Was great in summers though till I was 34. A few days over 30 degrees and I would occasionally black out. Oh my god! Bro! Goodness. Okay, let's see. Continue writing a little bit. As I get older, yeah. When I was younger, I actually had pretty low blood pressure. Now I'm getting closer to 40 and the body is acting up. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. That does tend to be the case as you get older. It's like your metabolism and stuff like that, and your body is at its peak around the age of 25, and after that it just kind of declines, right? Of course, it's different for me since I'm an elf. It's not true. I'm in my prime mace match. The hat isn't its prime atrium. You're just getting your vitality from the hat. Does this indicate that the hat is some sort of like parasite and there's a symbiotic relationship between atrium and the hat? Think besides that and a very slight allergy to insect bites / stings, I don't have any medicinal stuff. I just had my bad luck with my 2-3 times jumping off the pheromones boat and me balding. Male pattern baldness is a very common thing. It's actually really interesting. I don't know if you guys knew this, but women can also have the gene for male pattern baldness, but it doesn't usually express itself in women because of the lower amount of testosterone in our bodies. However, when trans men who are born female and transition to male start getting on testosterone medication to supplement testosterone production in their bodies, if they have the gene for male pattern baldness, they will actually start balding when they get on T. I've seen that with a couple of trans people that I know personally, and I think it's a really cool and really interesting and kind of funny thing as well. You know, you go from assigned female at birth to trans male, and then you just lose your hair. I don't really know if that's like... Is that something that you want or a bad thing? Unsure. The human body is just weird. It is. The human body is so weird, bro. When I was younger, I could sing with the best of them, then puberty hit and my voice got so deep that I got drowned out by the music. Yeah. Puberty does a lot to your voice. That's... yeah, definitely. Male pattern baldness is annoying. Every other guy in my family didn't get it, but it got me good. Tried all the treatments, but nothing worked. Embrace the shiny head. I know that there's a subreddit that's like just r/bald or something, and it's just a bunch of dudes encouraging each other to go bald, you know? And dudes who are balding and still kind of clinging on to the small bits of hair they have left on their scalp are just like, hey guys, should I go bald? And everyone in the comments is just like, yes. Yes, bro. Do it. You're gonna be beautiful, bro. You're gonna be magnificent, bro. Shave. Do it. Do it. Embrace the bald lifestyle. I just hope that all bald men out there actually use sunscreen on their head and make sure to protect their scalp. Because I feel like bald people should really, really put a lot of effort into protecting themselves, you know, just from like sun, UV exposure, skin cancer and stuff like that. Because otherwise, gosh, God. I mean, I've never had a bad hair day since. My dad was bald by 25. I thought I was doomed. Thankfully, been more like my granddad. Super thinning in places, but not totally going yet. I've yet to get sunburnt head. I'll let you know. Good. Good. Wear hats and use sunscreen. Important. My voice was always ass, and then puberty hit. My voice got 2 to 3 steps deeper, and at the end of puberty, it reverted to before puberty and stayed like that. Yeah. Okay, it just changed its mind, I guess. Your brother, on the other hand, 8 years younger than me, and ooh, buddy, it's going. Rip. Add a layer of chalk on the bald. It reflects those damn rays back where they came from. I never had the chance. My great-grandpa was the first we knew of who started balding at 26, and every male in my family had it, besides that one single cousin. There's always that one single fucking cousin who somehow manages to avoid the curse. Honestly, I don't think that, like, being bald is a bad thing necessarily. A lot of men, honestly, in my opinion, look a lot better bald than they do with hair. Obviously, it depends on, like, what kind of hair growth you have and the volume of your hair and your face shape and stuff like that. But a lot of the time, I feel like people with male pattern baldness, they just kind of have these features that really go well with being bald. Like, they look good bald, you know? And then there's also, like, you know, if they grow out their beard and stuff like that and go full-on Kratos, that's also chef's kiss. Good shit. My grandpa had full hair till nearly 90. Dad also has full hair, just more grays. Looks like I'm getting the same. Interesting. My face shape does not fit being bald. Oof. I guess not all bald people, but some. For some participants, having the endoscopist explain their observations during the procedure. For example, distinguishing between areas with a normal appearance and those meep meep showing telangiectasia or and edema provided a tangible explanation for their bowel symptoms. this would in turn alleviate participants' anxieties. About I tried seeing myself bald. My face shape is awful for it. Squid TSF Konfuwa, thank you so much for the follow. Ore arigato. Welcome to the Fuwa family. Forgot to say, by the way, the new place I moved to, the chip shop, is much better and open more often than the last place. You might actually get to try some proper fish and chips on your next visit. Let's go! I still haven't gotten to try proper British fish and chips. Bro, we need to fix this. Next time. Heck, I mean, there's only, like, what, 20-ish days left until Vexpo, so gotta make it happen, bro. Meep, meep. I need to know some people's plans for stuff. Meep, meep. Ahmed, hello! Irashai! Welcome. How you doing? Oh my gosh. Tired from work? Understandable. Have a have a day. Have a what? You can have a gay if you like. We don't judge. Can't skip work, else I go military jail. Oof. Understandable, have a gay. Maya's been doing some questionable things while I was away. Nah, dude, nah. What I will be eating today for lunch is a durum kebab. Ooh. I want the elf nuggies. Where are they? Oh, you want elf nuggies? You can nuggies. This isn't nuggies. This is, you can have some milk with the nuggies at least. I don't know. Those are not the nugs. They're the jugs. Who wants some nice elf jugs? The jiggles never cease with this elf. Nah. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Jiggle, jiggle. Jiggle, jiggle. Not chicken though, more dairy. Yeah, yeah. I think jugs are where milk gets stored. Exactly. How does something flat jiggle like that? Atrum. Atrum. I'm fucking watching you, bro. I'm fucking watching you, bro. Atrum. Oh my god, Ambrose! Konfuwa, irashai! Welcome, welcome in! How you doing? Wow! Hi, hi. Rip Atrum. I'm gonna fucking kill Atrum, guys. During Vexpo, I'm gonna murder Atrum. Hi, hi! Oh my gosh. Guys, you guys should totally go and check out Komiyama Ambrose. Oh, I think we did a collab once. Quite a long time ago. I think it was like Repo or something. How are you doing? Didn't you graduate? Are you... Wait, eh? Are you coming back? Eh? Eh? Huh? I hope that you've been doing well. Where's Wyatt? Did he finally get a job? No, I think Wyatt is somewhere around here. Prove me wrong that... Later. Konfuwa, hope you have a nice day in work stream. Arigato. I've gotten some writing done actually, so I'm quite proud of myself. Maybe working on something else. Oh. Oval. Oval. Nice. Pog. Terms accepted. If dude is gonna insult you, he should do it accurately and properly, like insulting your height, not your chest. Oh no, Vexpo. Atrum will get another hotel room upgrade and siphon all my luck. Eh? Wait, Atrum got a hotel upgrade last year? Wait, no, why do I feel like I kind of vaguely recognize that? Did you? I don't remember. So that's what you've been doing since I've been away? Just writing? Mostly. We've been talking about male pattern baldness as well. But I've also just been trying to write, so... I've gotten some writing done, which is better than nothing, so... Am I a lyricist? Not really, but I kind of want to get into it and start writing song lyrics and stuff like that. I'm honestly gonna be so for real that, like... For, I don't know how many of you guys have actually seen it, but I did like a wildcard club audition thingamajiggy, and I did initially have an idea of doing a little like my own set of lyrics to a pre-existing song in the audition, and I even recorded it and everything, but then I chickened out last minute and didn't actually include it in the audition, which I guess I should have maybe done so, but... Someone is employed, I'm glad, yay! I saw it, I thought it was good and humble. Humble is all, arigato. But I'm honestly very intimidated because like everyone has been doing so like such amazing audition videos and stuff like that. So I think mine is very like bare bones and minimal because I kind of made it last minute, literally last night, and applications closed today. So or well, I guess the 28th, but like Pacific time. So yeah. I don't really have any high hopes, but I figured it's better than nothing to also just like put yourself out there. It's important to sometimes shoot your shot even though you don't actually think you have any chance in a thingy. Half the people who applied have not done the video at all, so you ahead of half the field already. So, is this about the upcoming event? Now this is about a different thingy. So basically, VTubers, Amalie, Monarch, Iron Mouse, Doki Bird, and Rin Penrose have kind of teamed up with Studio Tangram, which is, I think, subsidiary of Hybe Entertainment, which is a Korean entertainment company that is in charge of like BTS and stuff like that. I don't know how the hell they got in contact with each other, but I guess somehow. And they are doing some sort of like collaborative project where the four main members, Iron Mouse, Amalie, Doki, and Rin, will do a bunch of music and have their own sets of members in these 4 different teams, with each 4 of them as like team leaders. You're more than talented enough to stand there with the rest of them. So, arigato. Thank you. And then you could kind of like apply for that too if you wanted to be part of the project. So I decided to do so, obviously. And just for funsies. Also because, you know, as some of you guys might be aware, I do really like singing and performing and stuff like that. If you couldn't tell already. And so I sent in an application. I actually sent in an application like basically the day that it got announced, but at that point in time, not all information was available yet, and I quickly realized that, oh, the application I sent in isn't actually really that great. So I emailed Studio Tangram and was just like, hey, so would it be alright if I revised my audition and sent in a new one? And they were just like, oh, sure. So I was just like, yay, great. So I redid it with a more proper audition video and better answers and stuff like that to the different questions. I think I said that my preferred team leaders would be Amalie and then Doki Bird. And each team leader has like gone out to say that they want to focus on different kinds of music and different genres of music. Meep meep. You sing beautifully. Arigato ne. I appreciate it, guys. Tihi. Amalie wants to do kind of like theatrical, dramatic, kind of like epic music. Unsurprising to anyone, Iron Mouse wants to do kind of like, oh gosh, how do you say it? Like Latino dance pop music. Someone really was procrastinating if you waited until the last day. Yeah, I was procrastinating, I'm not gonna lie. I will admit I was. It's because I wasn't really sure what to do for it, and I was very scared of it, if I'm gonna be honest. Doki Bird wants to do kind of like pop, girl, rock, and band music, and Rin Penrose has just said that she wants to do like weird music. Vocaloid and like futuristic synth music, I guess. So I picked, honestly, I'd be happy working with any of them, but you could only pick like 2 team leaders, 1 primary that you'd like to work with and 1 secondary. So I think I picked Amalie and then Doki Bird. Weird Al covers. Rin doing weird music is very on brand. I know, right? Extremely on brand. Out of those four, Amelie is my favorite, mainly because she's the dub VA for one of my favorite anime waifus, Marin Kitagawa from My Dress Up Darling. Yeah. Is it just because I punted you all in the face with the notification that some did it? Yes. Yes. Well, I mean, I was already planning on, like, resending in the thingamajiggy. It's just that communication with the Studio Tangram, like, email thingy took a while as well, and then I'm also just slow. Yeah. 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 I have no idea of dub VA. I watch anime with original voices. I don't really know much either, but I know that, like, Amelie is pretty good, and it does a lot of voice acting stuff, obviously. I know that Sayu also does. That's about it. That's my knowledge of the anime dub scene. Like, gosh. Imagine Fuwa standing on stage right next to Doki Bird. God, I would hyperventilate and die. I will watch dub anime the day May becomes a voice actress. Oh my god, you Fuwatomos! Why are you guys so cute? As a Finnish, I'm so used to subtitles, dubs feel weird and out of place. I kind of get that, yeah. I generally prefer, like, Japanese dub too and voice acting style, but in some instances, I do really think that English dubs and stuff have their place as well. It really depends. Honestly, some I prefer dubbed, some I prefer subbed, and with how much is going on in life right now, sometimes it needs to be dubbed for me to make sure I can passively listen. See, if you just max your weeb stat enough, you can passively listen to the Japanese as well. That's what I do. That's how you know you're a real weeb, when you can just watch anime in the background and not have to look at the subtitles to know what's going on. Yeah, Sayu voices all the guy that women thirst on characters in games, which is really funny because, like, all of the VTubers that, like, hear a character Sayu's voiced and are just like, oh my god, he's so hot. The moment they find out that Sayu is the one voicing it, they're like, ew, no, what the fuck, bro, ew, what, brother, ew. Is this competition gonna be like The Voice? Sounds like it if contestants are having celebrity-like coaches. I have no clue exactly, if I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I don't know. I can't focus watching anime when they keep having fan service. That's when you be productive with one hand and goon with the other. Would you prefer to voice a character in an animated series or in a game? Both. I would like voicing characters just in general, I think. You embrace the fan service. Exactly. Embrace the fan service. Okay, I'm done with the stuff. Learn to be a fan and appreciate being serviced. Exactly. Sayu, from what I've heard, also has voiced NPCs as well. Yeah, I mean, that's how a lot of people start out, I guess. Remember, VAs will gladly also take a random NPC role as well, because it means they're working and making money. Honestly, I'd be happy just having any sort of role in anything. I don't really care what it is. I could be villager number 1, like, that's... or villager number 42, for all I care, you know? The only real dub exception is Ghost Stories. Oh my god, Ghost Stories, yes. Ghost Stories is, unique, to say the least. As someone who watched the original dub of Sailor Moon, I found the redub kind of odd. Sure, by all sources her name is Usagi, but she'll always be Serena to me. I grew up watching the Sailor Moon dub as well, way before I watched the Japanese one, because I watched it on this like site where that only had the Sailor Moon show on it to stream and watch, and it was only the dub that they had available. So that's, yeah, no, I watched that. I remember watching it with one of my best friends at the time, and seeing Sailor Neptune and Uranus awaken something in both of us. And we were just like, oh my god, we like girls. Dore. Elf is going to BRB real quick and just go to the bathroom. I need to piss. BRB. Tadaima. Oh yeah. Welcome back. You also fill up your water bottle as well? No, I didn't actually. I should have probably done that. Fuck. Welcome back. Arigato, mina. Thank you. Ah. Hydrate. Commence piss refilling. Unless I choke on the piss refill. Ugh. Gosh. You okay? Drink water. The water was the problem. Welcome back, beautiful elf. そうですわ。私、美しいんですよね。You're allergic to water? I just choked on it. Being allergic to water would be really bad. I think there are people who are genuinely allergic to water. And, yeah. Desu, swallow these nuts. Oh! Because of the Desua, I'm thinking again that Fuwa as a voice actor would someday 100% the voice. 100% voice the annoying Ojo-sama characters. Absolutely, bro. I feel like the annoying Ojo-sama characters would be my bread and butter. I do the way too well after all. Hmm. Meep meep.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello, Daddy. いらっしゃい. How you doing? Welcome, welcome in. Meep meep. Alright, Konfuwa, welcome in. How much is the rig in the avatar? How many layers? For the VTuber model, that's a good question. I made it myself, so I'm not really sure how much it would cost, but probably a fair bit. The number of layers. That's a good question. Definitely a couple of hundred layers at the very least. I honestly don't really know how many layers. Is there any way of checking? Is it expensive to have it made or cheaper to make it? It's definitely cheaper to make it yourself. That is for sure. I mean, VTuber models can go for a lot. They tend to be very expensive, which is also kind of why I ended up making my own, learning how to do it and stuff. Your rigging would definitely be worth a decent amount. That stuff is expensive. Not to mention the like character design and the arts as well. Yeah, there's a lot of different layers to it. Stretching feels good. It does, yeah. PNG tubers can definitely be a good way of starting out. Absolutely. They're very beginner friendly. Easy to just like commission a little artwork for yourself to use. Or to just like find a PNG online of something, like an anime character that you like or whatever as well. When you stretch and hear your back pops, you ascend for a total of 5 seconds. Oh wait, hold on, let me try to do that. Right now. Oh yeah, that's the good kush. PNG tubing is definitely PNG tubing is definitely a very beginner friendly and good way to start out, I'd say. You can easily kind of like commission someone, have someone draw something for you that you can then just kind of slap on there and use. Definitely good for lower end PCs since, you know, VTubing can take a fair bit of computer juice as well to run and use, along with OBS, which is also very demanding on your PC. So PNG tubing all in all is a very good solution if you're just starting out. What is my niche? I don't know. What is my niche? I guess like playing JRPGs probably. That's probably my niche. Retro JRPGs. I don't just play retro games in JRPGs though, but that is kind of what I've ended up doing a lot of as of late, especially since I have been doing more like, you know, of that when playing the Final Fantasy series. Kirito, Konfuwa, irashai. Welcome. How you doing? Apparently I can check my model statistics. Let's see. File. Open. JRPGs that make you say man at the end. Yeah, no, literally though. My niche is retro JRPGs and JRPGs in general that emotionally traumatize you. Am I using PC or laptop? I use a PC that's been custom built. In terms of performance, which one do you think is better? Well, PC definitely. Laptops can also be good, but PC is definitely the superior way of going about it, especially since they can have a lot more customizability for your needs. And, how do you say it? PC Master Race. No, for real though. Oh my gosh, words escaped me. Laptops, I mean, you can fit high-end laptop computer parts, but then there's not really much room for upgrading, you know? Then you just have to get a new laptop instead of if you have a PC. If there's one part that you need to upgrade later on, you can easily upgrade it and just put it in there instead of having to get an entirely new laptop, you know, if you want upgrades. Upgrades, people, upgrades. I'm curious. Let's see. You can check your model details, opening model statistics from the file drop-down in Live 2D Cubism editor. Okay. Model statistics. Oh, here we go. Oh. Number of art meshes? I'm guessing that would probably be a pretty good indicator of the number of layers. 342. Ah. Nano machines, son. Is laptop a good starter for VTubing, since I can't buy a PC set and I just want to see if I would pursue it for long term? It really depends, I guess. If you think your laptop could maybe handle playing a game, having OBS open, and streaming actively, and using some sort of like VTubing software, even if it's just PNG tubing, you could try it. But it really depends on the statistics, or not the statistics, the specs of your laptop, I guess. So it's hard for me to say. Oh, a couple of 100 layers on the thingy. 16 gigabytes is not really gonna get you very far though. No. I have 32 gigabytes of RAM in my PC, and honestly, I need more. Especially if I'm editing, you know? Doing video editing or recording and doing art stuff like that. Shit, it takes a lot. It's a start, but it's not ideal. You don't need a strong PC for good game. ZSNES is right there. ZSNES. Let's... What is OBS? OBS, if I recall correctly, stands for Open Broadcasting Software. It's basically the program everyone uses in order to be able to stream. What is OBS? OBS is a piece of shit. That too. Yeah. A necessary one, but still a piece of shit. Yes. Yes. Correct. Yeah. How do you do VTubing while also gaming? I don't know, really. You kinda get used to it, I suppose. having two screens definitely helps, because then you can keep track of your chats on one screen and have the game on another screen. Oh. If someone can stream and game with one monitor, they're amazing. I could never. Yeah, no. I just forget to look at chats constantly, bro. How would that even work? I know some streamers even do like 3 screens. One for the stream, one for Discord, and one for the game where they change stuff out. Yeah. Honestly, I kind of want 3 screens. I feel like that would help in a lot of ways. Hey pets, arigato! Sorry if I'm like being very quiet and slow with responding to chat messages, by the way. I'm currently working on stuff, so... Let's see... Reg 4 appears to have at least 2 overlapping roles. Epithelial repair and local host microfence. What made me start as a VTuber? Was it passion or hobby or another reason? I just like anime. And I kind of wanted to be an anime girl too. I guess it's as simple as that, really. Oh. Citation. My reason to start VTubing, I'm a weeb and a nerd. Yeah. How long have I been streaming? I started streaming in 2020 and I became a VTuber in 2022. So all in all, I've been streaming for 6 years this year. Oh, すごいでしょ。偉いでしょ。Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Anime is a huge medium with something for everyone. Soda, soda. Your most recent one was Witch Hat Atelier. Loved that one. Waiting on season 2. Yay! I'm actually fully caught up on the manga for Witch Hat Atelier, and honestly, it's one of my favorites. It's such a friggin' well-made manga. And obviously, the anime is also really well done and really beautiful and does a wonderful job at adapting it. but I do still think that the manga art has this special charm to it that is just so hard to replicate in another medium. It's really, really good. Have a great day, you too. Arigato, kite kurete. I've heard great things about the manga. It's definitely worth reading. Just, if you like the anime, I would definitely recommend reading the manga just so that you also get to see and witness the glory that is Kamome Shirahama's beautiful artwork. She is an amazing artist. I was such a huge fan. Heck, I even have her art book, actually. It's somewhere, I think, in one of my bookshelves. I rarely watch anime anymore, but reading manga and light novels is much more. I go into the list of anime airing during a season and then pick up the mangas of the ones that seem interesting. Honestly, that's a very smart way of doing it. I kind of oftentimes find myself doing the same. If there's an anime that I really enjoy and I want more of it, or I just can't wait until the next week's episode, I just go and read the manga. Hydrate posture, arigato. There's gonna be an Eminence in Shadow movie? So? Oh my god, what? Really? That's kind of amazing. I love that. Bleep, bleep. That shit is peak trash. Atomic. Alright, for And here we see the Fuwa in her natural habitat, staring at chat, judging us. In that case, I'd look like this. Really? You're really going to simp over my mom? Are you really going to be simping over feet as well? Really? Really? Guys, come on. Why are you like this? You know what you did. You guys disgust me. You're all absolute fucking degenerates of the highest degree. I do not simp over feet. Well, some of you do. I know. Trust me, I know. I see you. I see you, bastards. I see you, little shits. I know what's going on up in there. In that noggin of yours. You weirdos. Chat reflect streamer. Okay, you know what? I can't really argue with that. It's 14:30, so time to leave. Oh shit. I'm just here for the bit. Yay! Okay, I've made some small changes to my friggin' little abstract. I don't really know. Based on feedback, I'm gonna read up my abstract to you guys right now. Ionizing radiation is a very effective treatment of various forms of cancer, but this often life-saving treatment is simultaneously harmful to the surrounding healthy tissue. Cancer survivors who have received radiotherapy in the pelvic area may experience debilitating and permanent changes to their bowel function. This has historically been attributed to fibrosis and ischemia, with seemingly no pathological chronic inflammation present in the damaged tissue. However, our research shows that there is an altered expression profile of proteins associated with inflammation in colonic tissue that has received high doses of radiation years prior to sampling. These findings suggest that there is indeed a low-grade chronic inflammation that may contribute to symptoms experienced by these cancer survivors. Studying this inflammatory aspect to the pathophysiology of the chronic bowel dysfunction seen in some cancer survivors may elucidate potential targets for drug treatment, which could improve the overall quality of life of these patients significantly. The main protein of interest in this study is Reg4, a C-type lectin involved in inducing cellular proliferation, which can act as a biomarker for deep crypt secretory (DCS) cells in colonic crypts and expands to secretory goblet cells during inflammation. Reg4 appears to have at least two overlapping roles in the colon: epithelial repair and local host microbe defense. Reg4 upregulation has also been observed in inflamed colonic mucosa in inflammatory bowel disease, IBD, such as ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease. Through immunohistochemical quantification of Reg4 positive cells in colonic crypts from 24 previously irradiated cancer survivors and 4 non-irradiated controls, this study shows that pelvic radiotherapy has little to no impact on the number and density of Reg4 positive goblet cells, but chronically reduces their expression of Reg4. There appeared to be no long-lasting impact of pelvic radiotherapy on the number of Reg4 positive expressing DCS-like cells in the crypts. I don't fucking know, bro. Is this for an essay, if we may ask? It's for a research paper. It's for my master's thesis that I've been working on for way too friggin' long at this point, and honestly, I'm so over it. I just want to be done with it, dog. So yeah, that's I I've done research. My mother is a cervical cancer survivor, and this is actually extremely relevant to her. Oh, really? That's super interesting. Oh my gosh. Do you know if she experiences any, like, symptoms and stuff like that? Or, like, has issues with her bowel movements? Godspeed, Fuwa, you got this. Arigato. Thank you. She completely lost permanent control of her bladder after treatment. Oh, okay. That's unfortunate. That would make a lot of sense, though. I feel like that would also be a pretty common thing. Although I haven't really looked at bladder stuff in particular. I've only really looked at, like, colon, bowel movements and stuff like that. But, like, incontinence is a very common thing as well, just in general, as you get older. And especially if you've had some sort of medical condition, cancer treatments and stuff like that. Fecal incontinence is also very common. I guess if it's quote-unquote just losing control of her bladder, it's the lesser of the evils, but it's still not nice, of course. Although I guess it's a good thing that there is a lot of, like, stuff for incontinence out there. There's a lot of pharmacies sell a lot of incontinence products and, like, absorbent pads and stuff like that. Radiotherapy is when it started. That's super interesting. Huh. Hold on, actually. I'm curious. Incontinence following pelvic radiotherapy. Urinary incontinence after pelvic radiotherapy. Fecal incontinence seems to be the thing people report on more, but urinary adverse effects of pelvic radiotherapy. Radiotherapy can weaken the bladder muscles. Naruhodo ne. All things considered, she considers the trade-off worth it, but she still finds it annoying. I can understand that. I definitely find it super annoying too. It is something that you kind of just have to live with, I suppose. But it's not nice, regardless, you know? Incontinence beats death, but still. Yeah. I hope that your mom is otherwise healthy, though, and that she hasn't really suffered much else since finishing her therapy, the cancer therapy, and that she hasn't had any relapses or anything. Seems like urinary incontinence can arise even long after radiotherapy is done. Cancer-free for 3 years, thank God, we got it early. Wow, that's nice. And that's why it's also really important to manage and, like, keep track of your health. And maybe go to the doctor occasionally. Nothing else to just, like, have checkups, check-ins. I really love that in some countries they do, like, a kind of mandatory health checkup once a year or something. I think that's a thing in, like, Japan and Korea. I feel like that should be a thing in more places as well. But that, I guess, would put more strain on the healthcare and stuff like that, and things are already pretty rough in that regard, so it's a balancing act. Chemo ruined her teeth though. So, her skull lost the ability to hold them in, so she got dentures recently. Needless to say, she's been leaning on me to make sure I'm getting screened too. Same genes and all that. Yeah, I guess like chemotherapy-induced osteoporosis. I feel like I've heard about that before. Yeah, chemotherapy can cause bone loss and increase the risk of osteoporosis, damaging or like reducing hormone levels and stuff, I guess. Oh. Estrogen deprivation induced by chemotherapy. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, if it was a cervical cancer, radiation would have also affected, like, you know, the ovaries and stuff like that, which might have affected estrogen production. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You've been getting regular screenings for a few years since you're in your 40s now? That's good. Oh. Interesting. Cancer is such a multifaceted and frankly horrifying condition, but it is really cool, like, hearing about people's experiences with it. It's something that's like super fascinating to me, but obviously it's not really fun for anyone involved. But I just find like medical conditions so interesting, you know? Morbidly fascinating. Oh. Sadly, healthcare in my country is expensive. Aw, shit. It's covered in my insurance, so might as well then. That's good though. If people like you didn't exist, we wouldn't have healthcare professionals to keep us going. Hihi. So that is true. I just like personally can't wait until I'm done with all of this and I have my license and I can actually start working. I also just like really like working in healthcare. I really personally enjoy being in like healthcare environments at the hospital or at a clinic or at the pharmacy or the dentist. Like, I find that kind of environment very relaxing somehow for me. It's very relaxing and homey, even though I know most people find it the opposite. Probably shows just how fucked up I am in the head, but like, when I went to the pharmacy the other day to just get some of my prescription medication now, I was just like, man, this is just so nice. I like the pharmacy. It's a cozy environment. Relaxing is a strong word, I know, right? But like, it's weird. I like it. The fluorescent lights and the sterility and the smells. I don't know. I'm fucked up in the head, I think. Between my mom getting cervical cancer and my grandpa passing from pancreatic cancer, it's clear my genes are a ticking time bomb of cancer, so I'm taking 0 chances. Honestly, that's very smart. Very wise of you. I know a lot of people, like, avoid going to the doctor for some reason or another. Not really sure why, but I think it's definitely good to, like, get in the habit of going and getting yourself checked occasionally. Because you never know, you know? It's important. You're weird, it checks out. I am. Arigato. Thank you for saying that. Now, Fuwatomos, this weirdo has gotten a bit of writing done now, and I think I am going to end stream for now to go and fix some very late lunch for myself. I've gotten a fair bit of writing done though. Arigato minna for keeping me company and for yapping with me. I always really love just talking about my weird interests with you guys, so this has been really fun. Thanks for stream. Enjoy your lunch. Arigato. Thank you. You haven't eaten yet? No. I started stream basically right after I had my breakfast or like made my breakfast. So I had a breakfast on stream at the very start. So I'm only now getting a bit hungry. It's not weird. Writing is nice in this era. It is, yeah. Thanks for stream. Much love. Good work. Arigato. One step at a time. We're making progress. Slowly but surely. Good job, Mina. And I hope Fuwatomos take care of themselves and get lots of stuff done today. I'll see you all tomorrow for some gaming. Yay! Let's see. I'll find someone to raid as well. Let's hope that today the raid ends up going well, because last night Twitch was fucky wucky. I don't know, it was so buggy and laggy, and like half of the raid didn't actually get sent away, and it was just weird. Go eat, elf. Go take care of yourself. Arigato. Oh, at least Twitch isn't dying from the GTA 6 videos. Oh, was that why? There was just a bunch of traffic? Huh. I see. Good luck with your chill stream in the background, Otsufuwa. And you have a nice, lovely day. Or thank you for arigato. Of course. I feel you on the home vibes in weird places. I find the smell of solder fumes comforting, and they contain lead in them. That is interesting. I was watching someone else yesterday. Everyone in the collab had problems. Lovely. Fantastic. Cozy. Now let's see. The question is, who do we raid? I'll find someone. Okay. 今日はおつふわ様でしたみんな。バイバイ。And I'll see you guys tomorrow. じゃあねー。
Yeah, I can't remember what they said.